Hello guys, this is Pat from Pat back at it again, and today we are here with CHRONOMALY. We got this new event and we're ready for CHRONOMALY. So as you can see right here, I'm showing up again because finally, as you can see, I'm a little bit better. I'm just in a better shape. I'm not fully healed from that cold, as you can see in my voice, from the tone of my voice. I still kinda sound weird, but I'm sure it will be better for next week. And in the weekend I will try to get some more rest, and then for the next week I should be back in perfect shape. So guys, before jumping right into it, just a quick reminder: if you enjoy the content, please leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it and it really helps me a lot. Let's jump right into it. So here with our Trey and Divine Artifacts. So I switched to that because now we've got this new support. We got a couple cards to support. For the support, we got the Moai card here that, in my opinion, this is not useful. I'm still gonna take 3 copies of course. It's not useful for now because unless we've got some rank 5 XC support, we're not gonna be able to use this, or directly the Chateau rank 5, or at least some good rank 5 that can be special summoned with this. So that's it. While instead this is really good. We had already access to this thanks to the skill. I made a video about that a couple of weeks ago, but now that we got the card, we're really good. I mean, we've got something to play, actually to play in the deck, and it's really good for 2 reasons. It is a free special summon. It combines well with this. It's such a good card, and it's level 4, so this increases by far your chances to go into a rank 4 XCs. And we've got, of course, the Chateau, we've got the Diamond Direwolf, the Malevolent Scene, so very good stuff. But the other good thing is that this free special summon is a rock type. What does this mean and why it is that good? Because with Divine Artifacts we can change the level of all the monsters we control to the level of a monster we showed in our hand. So we can show a level 3, and this becomes level 3, and because it is a rock type, we can go into Gagani Guardian. That's the answer. So we've got basically 2 monsters that can be summoned so easily with this deck. They both put to 0 the attack of your opponent's monster, plus this guy negates the effect as well. So it is so good. And the rest, guys, is just a standard combo. We've got the Searcher, your normal summon. We've got the special summon just for a turn, so if your opponent plays a monster, or as you know, a following play, because this alone can actually set up the field for an XC summon. This is another Searcher. Of course, keep in mind that Never Disc is the only one that can search for the spells. Keep in mind that, while Crystal Skull can only search for the monster. So your usual play will be summon the Nebra Disc, add the High Tablet, then use the Skull to add the Mass Golem, activate the Tablet, and then summoning the Mass Golem. For the other 5 slots, actually 2 are enough. I think 3 are just too much. This is just good, honestly, because we've got the Chateau that is so good. So even if this actually locked us into only CHRONOMALY special summons, it's still a good card because we can summon these. That is really good. Then for the other 5 slots, I decided to go into an enemy controller and the Treacherous because it's just a broken card. I still think they should ban it. And then we got Triple Forbidden Chalice, even to have some more effect negation. But you can definitely go, depending on what you're facing, you can go into a Forbidden Land to avoid trap cards or stuff like that. It depends on which meta you feel you're liking. If you're facing a lot of back row deck, just go for Forbidden Lands. If you're like me, if you're facing a lot of cards of decks that summon monsters on the field, like Harpies for example, I don't know, you can go with Forbidden Chalice. And that's all, guys. I guess last but not least, we got the Ghastly Calgard, another good choice to get rid of set cards from back rows, of course, but also for set monsters. So guys, that was all for the explanation. I hope it was all clear. Of course, if you have some questions, don't be afraid to ask, and we can jump right into the replays. Here we go, my boys. This was my rank up duel to legend, if I'm not wrong. So here we got a pretty, not so strong end, but I mean it's fine as long as we've got Nebra Disc. So to begin with, we add the spell, we got the mask, the new free-to-play support, and boom, we are ready to go with the Chateau first turn. This actually is the combo that that reflects how better this deck became thanks to this free-to-play support. So we got a blue eyes with usual combo, the sage adding the stone and cards of consonants, and in the end phase, boom, blue eyes is here. And now look at the power of this deck. We've got CHRONOMALY Crystal Skull to add the Summoned Skull, but it's got the Ultimate Providence to negate that, and I kinda wanted that because now that he wastes his drop card, I have a free an open field. He's got nothing to defend with, and we know that Blue Eyes usually do not play any hand drop, so we can start with a Summoning Skull with the Crystal Bone. Sorry, that is not normal summon, and we can go into a first Kagani Guardian. We are not done yet. We can just summon the Nebra Disc still and have another boost right here with another spell card. Look at that. And then there's nothing you can do because with the Kagani Guardian we can just not only negate effects but put the attack to 0. And that's how you do it. This deck has really a lot of power in its turns. There you go. Second duel instead, this right here was just to show you how quick this deck can be in a second turn. Just an LTK, just a set card, but it is a set, it can be also a back row. We do not care because we can just go into a Ghastly Call card that can pop set card. Look at that, we can just speed things up. There's nothing to see here. Nebra Disc to have the skull, then the spell card to summon the mask golem. Look at that. How quick can an ATK be right here? So it was actually maybe a Gaia player, I don't know. Look at that. This has really spicy ATKs right here. There you go. First top tier deck right here. We're talking about Destiny Heroes. So not a perfect hand, but it's something we can understand because we got Nebra Disc, we got the Skull, so we're chilling. Double Searcher, we're chilling. So he's got the combo, he can discard Celestial, he's got the Clock Tower Prison ready with the triple counters on that, adding the Mystical Space Typhoon triple set, and he's done. Let's see what we've got. Mask Golem, actually the missing piece, so we're chilling. Nebra Disc to begin with, then we've got the Crystal Skull to have the Crystal Bones, just to make to have a follow-up play for the next turn, because we cannot go over that because he cannot take battle damage because of the Clock Tower Prison. So just a Chronomaly in defense position, and we're chilling. He's got Book of Moon to begin with, not a clear solution for Chateau as well as for the Kagani Guardian, because even if you flip down those, when you attack, they can always use dive effect in the damage step. So unless you have something to pop a set card, a Book of Moon is not enough to deal with those. So he's got the Typhoon, of course, to go into his full combo. He's going to summon the Dread Master that will special summon the Celestial from the grave. Now, look at that. The worst case scenario right here is him having double mask change, and even with that, he cannot go over this because we can just always flip the attack to 0, so he's not gonna have lethal, because once he used the mask change on this, this is gonna have no attack right here. So, and as you will see in a moment, this is exactly the case scenario that is going to show up. So he's got the first mask change taking the damage, and then another mask change right here to go into that, and then adding mask change, but it really can't do that much. And at this point we just won because we got so many plays right here. Crystal Bones for Kagani Guardian #1. And then we can just go into Crystal Bones, adding the spell, then Skull to add the Mask Golem, and we have the Chateau as a second summon. So that's just insane. There you go. These guys interrupting a 30 win streak was an epic duel right here against the tier 1 deck, and now after the ban list, more than ever tier 1 Melodious 30 card, pretty cancerous. Look at that. We had not a good hand, as you can see. I just decided to go with a sad monster. He's got, of course, the first movement solo to begin with, and then Chopina to recycle the score. So he decided not to go with the Bloom Diva, triple sad and Chopina, getting rid of my Mass Golem. That's fine. So we've got the special summon of Crystal Bones to begin with. He's got Head Judging right there. Wait, what? And I call it right. So no negation. First back row dodged, and so I decided to summon the Mass Golem and not the Crystal Skull because I do want to have the search. So then I used the skill to make it level 3, and that's the good, as I told you in the deck list breakdown. The good thing is that Mass Golem is a rock, so it can be used to summon a Gagani Guardian. So there you go, but he's got the floodgate, so pretty bad. I decided to put the 0 the attack anyway. Then we've got the Nebra Disc to add the High Tablet. Then the Skull is gonna add another Nebra Disc because we already got the Mass Golem. Then the spell, so that we can special summon the Mass Golem and attacking into that. But he's got the Canadia, so he can actually save his Chopina, and he's chilling because now he can recycle the score once again with Chopina's effect. So we're not done with that. So he just started getting rid of that, and he had to use the score though, thanks to the High Tablet. So that was a pretty nice, you know, pretty nice use of the Pyramid High Tablet. As you can see, it is really a useful card because 800 is just so much. Then we got the Nebratic Summon to begin with, then adding a skull, then skull's effect to add a crystal bones just in case something happens. I decided to attack with no XYZ summoning, and it was the correct choice, but he still got a couple of back rows. One of that was a bluff. It was a first movement solo to summon Soprano. Soprano, when he special summon, let it actually recover the score once again, so we are again in the same stall as before. I decided to go into an XYZ, into the Chateau XYZ. There you go, and using the effect because I just wanted to test, you know, the field to see what were his back rows, and he's got the Fiendish Chain. Actually, I had to do it this way because then I wanted to use the effect of Crystal Skull to get rid of the monster, just to not be, you know, beaten by the score. And he's got the Fiendish Chain, unfortunately, and then the Paleozoic Canadia to recycle from the graveyard. So I'm actually stuck. I can just set my Forbidden Chalice right here and nothing else. So he's gonna put that in defense position. Another back row. We've got the enemy controller to actually free the slot and take control of the Soprano, because now my you know, my purpose is to summon Nebra Disc and summon my Diamond Direwolf to get rid of the Fiendish Chain. But it's got Super Ability in Force Unite to summon the Chopina back on the field. I try to go for my play anyway, so Direwolf to negate, to pop the Fiendish Chain, but he's got another Canadian, unfortunately, so we're not done. I put the CHRONOMALY Chateau Hayek in defense just not to lose, basically, because he's got the score, and look at that, he got rid of the Diamond Direwolf, then Nebra Disc could summon itself from the graveyard, then Crystal Skull to add the Mass Golem from the grave. So keep in mind, Crystal Skull is really good because you can recycle stuff from the grave. And then we've got Mass Golem summon. There you go, another Chateau Hayek, and this time he can't do really that much. We can put the attack to 0, use the effect, the second effect to tribute the one that was Fiendish Chained, and pop that, and then attack the Canadian. Now he's got only the score, and because he's summoning it, I guess he's got another score in his hand, so he attacked in the damage step. I used the effect, he had to use the score not to lose, but at this point he can't do anything more. So that's how you do it, my boys. Epic duel against the top tier Melodious. There you go. Last but not least, against Zane and his Cyber Style Elysian. So let's see what we've got. We've got a set card and a set monster and a couple of set cards. We've got something to begin with. As you can see right here, I special summoned Crystal Bones because he had a monster and I had not. But I decided not to special summon Nebra Disc because I did wanna normal summon him because I wanted to trigger its effect and search. So, but he's got the Forbidden Chalice, unluckily for me, and that's fine. I just decided to attack. I have my Forbidden Chalice to protect, so I should be chilling. He's got the Cyber Repair Plant to add the core to his hand. Now Cyber Dragon special summon to begin with, and then the core that I decided to negate because I made my calculation, and even with Nova, he had no lethal right there. So that's fine, he just attacked the skull and we're chilling. I decided to go with Chronomaly technology to begin with, sending the Forbidden Chalice to the graveyard and had my Mask Golem to special summon. There you go. Chateau Hoyak is here to negate the stuff. Actually not to negate, sorry, to put the 0. He had the Forbidden Chalice. That is not enough actually, because just right there I won because he's got this in attack position and the difference is just 2800. But I'm not done against special summon the Nebra Disc. I still had my normal summon for Crystal Bones. So that's how you do it, my boys. This deck is pretty consistent, and I do think that these can rise in the meta. And this build with Forbidden Chalice just seems so good to me, honestly. I do really think it is good. And so guys, don't miss the event. Take all the copies of your Mask Golem because it's really a good thing. And well, while instead for my card, I think we just have to wait until we've got the XYZ rank 5 XYZ support, until we've got something good for that. Unfortunately, my card won't be that useful. So guys, that was all for today's video. Of course, feel free to ask me whatever you want in the comment section down below. Thanks a lot for watching, and as always, see you in the next one.